we're here. We're back. This is odd. It feels weird. We are in the Discord for all the YouTube people that are watching this. We are in the Discord. It's in the description to the Discord. Unless anyone else has any better recommendations, we're going to be in the Discord until March, so the next 2 or 3 months. So if you have any suggestions, please, YouTube people, let me know. Outside of me just starting a Twitch channel. Outside of that, if you have anything else, please let me know. I'm trying to find the scene. I don't know where it is. There it is. Hello. All right, so I'm over in the Discord. I'm going to do this in the main chat really quick, and I'm going to tag the chat that we're going to be using for these streams. I put it in the main chat. It's the thread that we started for book club. Book club was this year. Oh wow. See, that's terrible. Book club was this year. But it's the Omniscient Reader Viewpoint thread. So that's where I'll be. You can come to this thread at any point in time and just, if you're gonna talk spoilers, spoiler tag it please. But at any point in time you can come here and just drop stuff in here. We used it a lot before, but since moving over to the streams, we really haven't used it as much. But since now we're back in the Discord, we can use it. So that's what we're gonna do. 127, we got 2 chapters to read today. I'm going to do my best, right? I'm gonna do my best. For the people in Discord, it's just my voice. Am I synced up, like the microphone to the picture that's being shown in Discord? Am I synced? Because that was an issue before, and with the new OBS update, it is not that. Like, I don't need to add in any settings whatsoever. Like before in old OBS, I would have to add delay to this and add delay to that, and it messed up how Discord would look, because Discord is just pulling the raw feeds and everything. So I wonder if it's any better. But all right, we're on 127. I have to remember, it's been 2 weeks since we read, because why wasn't I here last week? I think I just didn't feel like, looks good. Cool. If I just didn't feel like I didn't feel like streaming last Friday. I want to say I did not feel like streaming last Friday. I remember why. Sucks. But okay, so we had Doksha and Yusung watching the tiny people get obliterated by the Japanese people. But then you had the little, I can't remember his name, the little golden guy. He was a little older. He jumped out there. He carved that dude up. But then they grabbed him to try to squeeze him and stuff. And Yusung was like, no, we can't do this. Not having it, etc., 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 causing Doksha to be like, you know what? I'll definitely try to do something. So he enacts some plan. And he used like the cloak thing goes invisible. He's trying to do something before something happened. I can't remember the specifics. Like, I can't remember what he said, what he was trying to do. But he's got a plan, and he's leaving Yusung to fight the 2 Japanese not hunters, the 2 Japanese I'll call them hunters, whatever. They're not hunters. They were called hunters in Solo Leveling. The 2 Japanese players. Damn. You guys told me what to call them last time, and I don't remember. But so yeah, let's see how Yusung is gonna fare. I wonder. I'm excited. Oh, spam call. Hit mute on that. All right. 127. Here we go. Yusung. Oh, we're just hopping straight into it. Okay. Hey, it's just a kid. I've never seen her before. Could she be from the Korean Dome? I've heard that people from Korea might be joining us. I guess it was true. You've heard that people from Korea might be joining us? You guys didn't have the same rules told to you like they were told to us? Or were you not paying attention? What's the deal? Like our Dokkaebi clearly stated that the people from Japan are going to be here too. He's a big dope anyways, but whatever. Oh, he's right there. Come to think of it, Yusung doesn't have the interpretation skill, so she doesn't understand what they're saying. She must not understand them since they're speaking in Japanese. That's funny. That's really funny. Move it, kid. We don't need to fight each other. Excuse me. No fight. No fight. Okay? This isn't good. We were in the middle of a bounty scenario. My supporting constellation is telling me to just get rid of her. Oh, do you guys not have the same rules stipulated on you guys too? Do you guys not get an error that pops up saying like don't mess with your compadres or what? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me continue. I'm babbling. Maybe this won't be too difficult since there are two of us. And Korea's only just joined the scenario. You haven't forgotten who joined from our side in the first and second groups, right? First and second groups. The early starters from Japan, so they were here before us. The White Demon King Izumi Hiroki and his men. No matter what country it is, I might bleed through a little bit. No matter what country it is, it's always the top incarnations who end up arriving first. So how come we seemingly got here after them? Wait, are they coming here now? Is one of them showing up now? Oh. What's going on? The little constellation of the little planet is moved by the incarnation Yusung Shin. The little constellation of the little planet has gifted 10 coins to the incarnation Yusung Shin. Oh. Incarnation Yusung Shin has unlocked a new possibility in the scenario. What? And a few selected constellations have evaluated the incarnation Yusung Shin positively. A select few constellations have started cheering for the incarnation Yusung Shin. Ah, that's a cool panel, by the way. It's a really cool panel. Alright. Incarnations from Japan. You seem to believe that you might be at a disadvantage. But do you really think that's the case? That's right. Come to think of it, it was her who attacked us first. She's still sinning. The little people, their scale is killing me because they look like ants right here. But in other panels, they look a little bit, I don't know. She doesn't seem to be aware of the penalties in place right now. Okay, so they are aware. Whether it's Japan or Korea, all the people who entered first must be idiots. We aren't going to go easy on you just because you're a kid. I need to see her pop off. I want to see her pop off. Okay, Yusung. All right, Yusung. All right. I can't imagine. I can't imagine, but this is something that a lot of people like do, where they like fighting someone and not understanding. Like, we've come here with our own reason as to why we're fighting, and the people we're fighting have their own reasons for fighting. But like, when we come across each other, there's so many things that are placing us against each other that even if we wanted to talk it out, could we? It's like, could we actually talk it out if we really wanted to talk it out? I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough thing to think about. All right, let me continue. You can't just keep running, kid. She's being elusive now. She's being elusive. She's moving that fast. I didn't know if this line right here, if that line was her moving, or was that her throwing something out? And now she's about to move. She's zooming. She is zooming, man. Ah. All right, cool. She is zooming. What the? Blink? What? Blink? Blink, was that magic she just used? Okay. I was confused. I'm like, blink. Was that magic she just used? That's a spider web. Wow. Okay. She's using her abilities as the Beastmaster. She's using her abilities as the Beastmaster to utilize, wow, that dagger and that skill. Sangha must have trained her a little bit. Ooh. Okay, that's a pretty interesting way to use her abilities. Okay. A little proud, all right. A little proud. Damn it, where is she? Personal skill character profile has been activated. All right, activating the character summary instead. Character summary. Okay, we got names. We got names. Maruyama Kenichi, supporting constellation, fox with two tails. Personal attribute, attention seeker, rare. Character summary, Amano Goro, supporting constellation, 1800-year-old turtle. Personal attribute, strong and bald. Okay. The sum of their overall stats seem to be above average, but there's still no match for Yusung. That's crazy. What worries me is their supporting constellations. If they're a part of Japan's third wave of participants, they're probably not a force to be reckoned with. But most of Japan's powerful incarnations have either a samurai or a swordsman as their supporting constellation. Makes sense, okay. But both of them have monsters of fable as supporting constellations. I'm not familiar with what fox this is. No, it's a fox, and how foxes are when it comes to Japan. I know that, like the relevance, but I don't know the relevance of the turtle. Let me know. All right, let me continue. Keep going. What is she doing now? Oh, she threw the dagger. Now, is she throwing the dagger to hit? Is she going to throw the dagger? They're going to move and she's going to zoom back in. Let's see. Ooh. Fox with two tails is displeased with the current display of hypocrisy. Constellations who used to be monsters are expressing their hostility against the incarnation Yusung Shin. I feel that's interesting. I don't know if anything's going to become of it, but her being like the Beastmaster or the Beast Lord, or eventually becoming the Beast Lord, how would these constellations that are these like mythical creatures or animals, right? Or monsters or something like that, how would they feel about her being the Beast Lord? Oh, she's tearing them up. So it was how is wrong in my thing? She's cutting them up. Is she gonna like death by 1,000 cut them? Is she just gonna keep going? Oh, okay. All right. Damn it, where are you? Don't lose your cool. I'll take care of her. Turtle symbolizes long life pretty much everywhere across the world. Okay. Because they live extremely long lifetimes. Isn't there a turtle? Like, there's a turtle that I know of that's like 150, right? There's probably turtles that are older. Oh, he lit the web on fire. Ooh. She's surrounded. Pocket sand? No, not pocket sand. It's the little wolves. Oh boy, are they gonna how? These aren't little wolves. What the what? Those don't look like little wolves. Those look like big wolves. These look like big dogs. They don't look like little dogs. Wow. They're tearing him up. Dude, what do you do? What do you do in a situation like this? These damn dogs. Incarnation Yusung Shin has activated the skill Advanced Interspecies Communication Level 3. What do you do? What, she's a tamer? Dude, I'm like, that's horrible. Those wolves were the same size as pit bulls when they were introduced. Yeah, like, can you imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Can you imagine like 10 wolves just on you? You're dead because one of them is gonna grip for this, right? One of them is gonna go for this. They're all ripping and tearing and gnashing. Like one of them is eventually gonna go for this, and it's donezo once they get this. And it's like you can't try to. It's hard for you to protect this because if one of them, if they're like all ripping, you're done. Yo, you're finished if that happens. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Nah. I'm not even looking at the panel. Look. Like you got this one up here. This one's about to go for, it's going for this. It's about to take all that. Wow. All right. Continue. A few constellations are impressed with how composed the incarnation Yusung Shin was able to remain. This, even I didn't see this coming at all. She surely is a beast lord in the making. She managed to tame all those wolves in that short amount of time. Even Doksha's like shocked. But like, look at how, yeah, homeboy came for the neck right there. I was gonna say something up here. Like, she is surprised. Like, it was her face whenever Doksha was like, okay, I'm gonna you to go fight these two guys. And she just hopped out there with no problem. And it's just like she's showing no fear, like no remorse. Like I need to see her face, but she's telling these wolves to just eat this guy up. I need to see her face. It was like she didn't care. But now she's gonna face the repercussions of attacking one of them, right? Yeah. The star stream had detected an irregularity in the action of the incarnation Yusung Shin. The star stream has sensed hostility being aimed at a fellow catastrophe. And then the wolves walked off. Look at him. He looks like, oh gosh. Good. I knew this would happen. Incarnation Yusung Shin will now be under level 1 scenario penalty. She dragged this out for too long. She was enjoying the kill. She got shrunk. Incarnation Yusung Shin's total body mass has decreased. Yusung Shin's overall stats have been decreased. She got turned. Is this Honey I Shrunk the Kids? She got turned. She. What? She got shrunk. She was like enjoying it. They never showed us her face to know if she was enjoying it. But she definitely wasn't. She's more shocked at what's happening right now than her letting the wolves eat that dude up. Whew. All right. Continue. All right. Maybe I should jump in and put an end to this. Mister. Let me be the one to finish this, even with with you being shrunk a little bit and reduced. What could be driving this child to do such a thing? Incarnation Yusung Shin will now be under level 2 scenario penalty. She's getting smaller. One thing I know for sure is that this is her battle that she must fight alone. I don't know how much weaker she is, but if homeboy with the red hair lets Yusung just kill him, he was garbage. Oh, that's fire. Wow. Oh, that's dope. No, she didn't she carved him. That's dope. That's dope. You'll regret this. Incarnation Yusung Shin has defeated the catastrophe that has yet to be named. Wow, she bodied him. Main contributor Yusung Shin. She bodied him. She body bagged the both of him. Yo, she killed them. She killed both of them. This is a fire panel. Oh my gosh. Like with some of these long panels, what I would love is like eventually to have a wall and like get like high quality scans of like these super long panels and like put them next to each other like freaking dope panels and just line them up on a wall. Oh my gosh. She killed both of them. This dude is booty. She got reduced to whatever level 2 scenario penalty is. She was under that and she body bagged this dude. So it's like, home. Why did Japan send you here? Like, is Japan like of all the people we could have sent here, you got sent here? I'm probably overdoing it because Yusung is like one of these. I don't even know what the like one of these like extremely talented, powerful individuals where any dude, this could have been anybody damn near outside of like some main like hyped up character that could have been. I don't want to keep dunking on them. These dogs ate homeboy up. What was the name? Bald dude? Goro got munched. Goro got munched on, man. Goro got munched on and she damn near cut homeboy in half. All right, 128. Let me keep going. I got another chapter to read. 128. Let me keep going. Body bagged. Incarnation Yusung Shin has lost all powers of a catastrophe. Whoa. Is that good or bad? The Dokubi of the Starstream has deemed Yusung Shin's action as a hostile action. Again, the Dokubi of the Starstream has deemed Yusung Shin's actions as a hostile action against the scenario. Look at how much got torn out of. Incarnation Yusung Shin has received level 3 scenario penalty. Like, what's gonna happen to her? Yusung Shin has begun to grow smaller, so she's gonna become as small as the tiny people. Wow, she's really shrinking. She shrunk all the way down? She shrunk all the way down. What? How many of those people are remaining? Quite a lot. That's the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. What? You knew this would happen, right? I did. Are you going to kill him too? I can't kill. I can't kill him anyways. I got too much uses. All right. No, we have a use for him. Michio Shoji, the only one who tried to protect the small men. If I am correct, I need him for the plan I have for this scenario. Take caution not to make enemies of fellow catastrophes. A catastrophe who has opposed another catastrophe will end up losing all the powers that come from being a catastrophe. The Star Stream has deemed that you did not take enough action in your role as a catastrophe. Okay. Warning. If you do not murder a member of the ruling species of Peaceland within the next hour, your status as a catastrophe will be forfeited on the basis that you have no intention of acting as a catastrophe. I wonder. So this, I was trying to find. Now I now have an hour left. I was literally trying to find a way around killing, because they specifically use extinct. They kept saying extinct, extinct, extinct. And I'm like, you can drive these people extinct without killing them. Like, you can do so many different things without like actually killing all of these people. Eventually they'll end up dying, but I don't need to get my hands bloody in order to make them go extinct. But now, after this whole encounter, they are making sure that you get your hands dirty. Yeah, consolations aren't going to wait that long. They are making sure that you get your hands dirty. Okay, clear. I must hunt down the king of the catastrophe within this hour. That might be something. So Doksha's plan is not to kill any of the tiny people, but to find the king of the catastrophes. I would assume is someone from Japan. It'd be crazy if the king of the catastrophes was from our side that we've been following. But at that point, then what? Like, what do we do? Interesting, Doksha. Interesting. No, I was really lucky. Korea is a scary place. Maruyama and Amano were defeated in an instant by a child, nonetheless. She was really strong even though she was just a kid. If a kid like her is that strong, I wonder how strong he's going to be. And he's not even the main character of TWSA. Level 2 of Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint activated. Right. Thank you for helping me. If it weren't for you, I would have died at the hand of those beasts. It's nothing. To be honest, I was moved. I didn't expect a Korean to help me, of all people. We should all look out for each other, you know? How humble. Above all else, I like that he speaks fluent Japanese. I know it's just a translation skill, but seeing that he has the skill to translate Japanese, it must mean that he thinks positively of us. This kid seems too wholesome to be in all of this. Right, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Michio Shoji. My name is Doksha Kim, okay? Oh. Dogza Kimu? No. Doksha Kim, okay. I didn't know people use this as a name in Korea. Doi, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try to. The humblest form of apology one can perform in Japanese culture. Okay. It is performed by bowing down on one's knee. So that's what that is? That's what we call it? Dogeza. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try no more. Let's continue. Look at him. He's like about to start blushing at Dokja's name. Okay. All right. By the way, haven't you seen that child? The child who killed Maruyama and Amano. Ugh. Unfortunately, you were the only one alive when I got there. I see. You must be devastated to find your allies dead. Devastated? No. Those bastards. He does a lot of internal monologuing. They deserve to die. But as for me, I couldn't even stand up to them. Constellation Fox with Two Tails fails to hide the anger they are feeling. Constellation 1800-year-old turtle glares at the being that killed its incarnation. I guess the people of Japan have contracts mostly with monsters of fable. Not really. They only increased in number recently. Just a while ago, monsters of fable type constellations didn't hold much influence over us. Not while Izumi was still in Tokyo. Huh. None of this would have happened if Izumi were here. Okay. Who is this Izumi? Dokja playing dumb. He's claimed the absolute throne in Tokyo. He's Japan's most powerful incarnation who entered into a contract with a powerful supporting constellation. He was also the one who led us when our first group entered the scenario. Did something happen to him? He's supposed to die, right? Since you were the one to save me, you must have seen how that child grew smaller. Yes, of course. I saw her grow small all of a sudden. The Japanese groups that entered the scenario later already knew of that penalty. Then some men in your first group must have sided with the small men already. Yes. So Izumi sided with the small people? Was Izumi one of them? That I do not know. We stopped getting dimensional carrier pigeons a week ago. The last carrier pigeon had this message for us. You cannot kill the small men. Kill the small men. Huh. 2 messages telling you to do the opposite. Why was it that you received 2 different messages? I don't know. I came here hoping to find that out myself. I intend to go to the place where our last carrier pigeon was sent out. I might be able to learn something there. This is interesting. Okay. No matter how well-intentioned he looks, maybe I shouldn't have told the Korean participant too much. He could actually be a Korean villain that I do not know of. This kid. What do you think? Do you think that we should kill the small men for the sake of our own salvation? So salvation, survival? Golly. Well, if we resort to doing something like that, we'd be no different from the catastrophes that attacked Earth. Look at him. I'm just waiting for him to start blushing. That's what I'm waiting for. His eyes are as deep as Izumi's. If it were him, maybe. Incarnation 1 Yusung Shin. Mister! It completely broke his immersion. Mister! Your understanding of the character Michio Shoji has increased drastically. I'm sorry, I was practicing my skill. My gosh, I was so focused on using my skill that I forgot about Yusung. I'm a little surprised, to be honest. That's funny. That's hilarious. Like, hey. Okay. Let me catch you back up. So as I was saying, and that's how I ended up at that university, and oh, he's just been babbling. right? He's just been babbling and babbling and babbling. All right. I don't get how someone as average as him could have survived all this time. I see why she'd think that. She doesn't even have a translation skill, and yet she seems to have a general idea of our conversation. Well, how could she not? She's seen him blabber on all excited. Michio Shoji only plays a passing role in TWSA. A very average person whose life can be summarized in just a few pages. That's ridiculous. So you mean to tell me that TWSA as a story spent 15 pages describing how good that steak tasted in Hades, in the underworld, that Persephone was eating. Not Hades, Tartarus. Ugh. In Tartarus, that Persephone was eating. But this kid's whole being can be explained in a few pages. That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful. You've seen what happened. How regular people kill others to survive, excuse me. But that was because the scenario forced them to. Could you say the same for the small men who were murdered earlier? No one that has survived this long is ever average. That's a good point. Because this average looking young man could become a catastrophe for some, right? That's a great line to end on. I like that line. I really like that line. Where Doksha's like you can't judge a book by its cover. Like, yes, this boy seems very average. He seems like he's not capable of much. But we say that about him, and we can separate, and this man could bring calamity upon someone off of a few actions. So it's like you never know. Like anybody, how I operate, any person, any individual is capable of anything. So there's no reason to like fully 100% like trust 100% trust someone. There's no reason to really, unless there's specific situations where you can absolutely despise an individual. I feel like not for like the petty things that we go through in life, but like the evil people. Like we get what we're talking about, like the really evil people. But like I'm like anyone is capable of anything. Like absolutely anybody is capable of anything. So I really like that line. These are two cool chapters. We had Yusung pop off in one. We had this kid dealing with Doksha and figuring out just a little bit more. All right, so question. Now it's if an answer is coming up, or if there's an answer eventually, don't tell me. But to my knowledge, what I feel like I was understanding is that this sixth scenario was going to be joint between Korea and Japan. And on our side, we have 10 individuals that were selected to go join the sixth scenario on this peace planet, on Peaceland. For some reason, whenever I'm listening to Amano or Maruya, whatever the hell his name is, the redhead dude, and then I'm listening to what's this kid's name? I forgot his name that fast. This kid's name is what? Michiru, whatever the hell his name. This kid's name. For some reason, when I'm listening to them, it feels like they had so many people get sent into this Peaceland place. Like we had 10. It feels like they had so many more people sent in, because they're like talking about like groups and waves. So are they saying like groups of 2, groups of 3? Maybe that's what they're saying. Like the first group got sent in, didn't understand the runes, they got shrunk or they got killed. So then the next group, understanding what happened from the first group, they were able to not make the same mistake. Am I getting that the right way? And Izumi went out first. They mentioned it a few times in the story before, but Japan and a few other series are further ahead in the scenarios than Seoul. Okay. Got you. So they're continual. So they're still stuck in here. So Japan has had more time to send in groups. Oh, I get it. So this 6 scenario has been going on for a little bit for them, and you only can send in groups of 10. So like, well, whenever like the fate of the 10 are decided, they get some message like, you can send more groups in, you guys haven't completed the task or such and such like that. I know this, the time period for this is like 40 days. Yes. 40 days. So, okay. I think I understand. So this Izumi went in here. They're saying that, so this, he's saying that received the message saying you can't kill the tiny men, and then another message directly after saying that kill the tiny men. And I don't know enough about the Japanese to know why that would happen. I would assume, like, if Izumi, like, if this kid is looking into Dokucha's eyes and seeing like similarities between him and Izumi, I would assume that Izumi would have been the individual that sent back the don't kill the tiny man. Like, let's not do this. For whatever reason he sent it for. Just because maybe there's something larger at play that you could do, or maybe he just doesn't want to commit genocide or drive an entire species into extinction. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. And maybe he got shrunk down. Maybe he's out here running around or something. I don't know. Maybe he's out here running around, or who knows. So if that's the case, then I wonder if someone else like I would assume someone else conspired, because if I'm not mistaken, whenever Dokucha was mentioning Izumi before 2 chapters ago or 3 chapters ago, he mentioned that he was like in the story he dies. So I would assume that this might be the ploy or the plot to like send him to his death or something like that. And maybe if we get this kid and we try to circumvent some things, we can keep him alive. And if we can keep him alive, and if he did get shrunk, if we can restore him, to his former glory, then we might have an ally on the other side, and we might be able to find a way to Dokucha our way out of this scenario. I think it's interesting. It's ambitious, but everything Dokucha does is always like extremely ambitious. So, okay. Forgive me. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. That happened a week ago. You know something funny? Most of this arc is manhwa information only. Ooh. So even the light novel readers don't know how things have been changed. Ooh, I like that. Give some spice. Shoji is a new character? Really? Cool. I like that. I like that. But it's all in the same boat. It reminds me of whenever we were going through Vanitas, and Vanitas had caught up to the manga like the second to last episode of season 2, or the second core, I should say. either like the second to last episode or the episode before that, and they were like manga readers were in the same boat as the anime onlys. So now I was activating my big brain, and I was getting them. I was theory crafting with them, and it was fun. It was like one of those moments where like people who read the manga were like the anime cut some stuff out, but yet and still we were able to still have like this dialogue in this Discord and all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel like that's what a good adaptation is, even if some stuff was trimmed off the sides and some stuff was cut up. If you can still have a conversation between a manga reader and an anime only, and have a very good conversation, I feel like that's a good adaptation. No, but that's neither here nor there. That's a sidetrack. But based on what I've read, the writers didn't like how some things happened during this arc after it was over, so the studio let them change a bunch of. I like that. I'm a fan of authors who are very aware of writing choices or just structuring that they did that they weren't a fan of, that either doesn't make for a good read or just didn't turn out good, and some sort of adaptation of their work is coming, and they either help out or they give the okay to shuffle some things around so that it's more digestible. I like that. I think that's cool. So to know that that's what's happening here, and I'm enjoying this conversation back and forth between the two of them. I don't know, this chapter might not be a chapter for everyone, but the back and forth between these two, like his personality is, I don't want to say it's similar to Dokja, because the more we learn about the Dokja, the more twisted we realize that he's been a majority of his life. But the perception of what we thought Dokja was at the beginning of the series is similar to what this guy actually is. And I feel like there's still more about him, because whatever that 1,000-yard stare he had at 3 chapters ago, whenever he was trying to stand up to Amano and the redhead dude, the Maruyamu, whatever the hell his name is, that guy, I felt like something was there, and then he ended up like nothing ended up becoming of it. But I'm enjoying this conversation back and forth. I very much enjoy this right here, whatever he says, because whenever she's like like he says this, she says that, like this right here, like this, I like this so much. It's like another version of like another man's trash. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I heard like some 8-year-old say that. Like I was at work, and some 8-year-old said it, and adults cracked up. But they're like, yeah, you're right. And it's like, yeah, it's just like, if you twist that a little bit, this kid is just like wholesome and cheerful and all this good stuff, but there's no telling, like this, like we could end this conversation, this kid could go somewhere and light the world on fire. Who knows? I like that comment by Dokja a lot. I do. I think that's all I got. Yusung went crazy the chapter before at 127. She went absolutely dummy. She suffered the consequence for it. Now I wonder, is there another penalty for her since she got shrunk? Like if she did something else, would she just get deleted? Would she get kicked out of the scenario? What would happen? Now I'm curious as to, like, she's no longer a catastrophe. She no longer has her status. She no longer has a lot of that stuff. So I wonder what's the deal? Like, what else? Like, what can she do? What can she not do? But all right, that's all I got. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't want these to be too long, unlike the streams. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully, people watching this on YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully some of you watch through it. It's a little different with it just being an uploaded video. People are able, you guys can skip around now, right? You're not beholden to watching the stream. If you weren't here in the Discord, you can jump around. So hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully this is sufficient enough. I'm gonna try to streamline it, excuse me, a little bit better. We had all day tomorrow to figure this stuff out. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your Friday or Saturday, whenever it is. Have a good rest of your day or night, whenever it is. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here next Friday for 129. Yes, 129 of Omniscient Reader. So again, thank you. I appreciate you. We're gonna get through this. But yeah, this is sufficient enough. So again, thank you. Appreciate you, and have a good one. Peace out. Now this might not work because the Stream Deck wasn't working. So hold on. Stream Deck wasn't working. Here we go. I'll see you. Peace out.